Look, this is one of the first books I did a review on this new account. So I wanted to do an updated review on this book because this is in an instant, and I think this is a 5-star book, and I believe everybody should read this book because it's that freaking amazing. It's lightly based on a true story, so kind of a true story that happened to the author, but the way she writes the story is amazing. First of all, this story is based on Finn and her family, right? So her family, boyfriends, everything, her aunt, um, best friend, they all go. I say up north because I'm from Michigan, and that's what we say up north. But they all go up north, wherever, to the mountains to go skiing. Well, they get to the cabin. This is the beginning, and this is kind of on the back of what happens. I just want to give you what this is based on. They go to the cabin. They go to get some, make it to the cabin, drop their shit off, go to get some food at the restaurant. Well, on their way to the restaurant, boom, car crash. They wrecked. Go down the hill, and then you have to go through this whole struggle. Now, this is the spoiler, but not a spoiler because it says it right here. Boom, boom. She dies. Finn dies at a very young age on this car accident. The way she dies, whew, tragic. Um, but this whole book is based off her storytelling. So she's fucking like Casper. She's Casper floating around and watching her family struggle because there's no phone reception. The trailer's flipped over, crashed down this hill. It's a blizzard. It's freezing cold. There's nobody around. And she can't leave. She's not ready to leave yet. So you got to listen to her go through these struggles of watching her family and them go through these struggles and knowing that she died. Her best friend, who's a rock star in this book. This is it's a traumatic story, but it's a fucking amazing story, and I love the way it was told. The storytelling is 100% amazing, especially just from it coming from her as a ghost. Like she cannot move on until her family is, back good, 100%. But even after this, you still got to go through this whole whoever makes it through this, then you got to go through this. So I don't want to tell you who makes it, who don't, what happens, blah blah blah. But you still have the story that you got to go through. Of even after you make it out of something like that, you're still gonna have, some kind of PTSD from that. You're still gonna have struggles from it. Your family's gonna have issues, and then you lost your sister, so there's gonna be a lot of issues. And um, her brother in this was mentally challenged, so you have that issue that you had to deal with. Um, but this is like a very emotional, impactful, just an amazing story. So I just wanted to do a updated um, updated review of this book because I believe if you haven't read this, I know it's older, but if you haven't read this book, do yourself a favor, go out. And I'm pretty positive it might even be free on like ebooks, whatever, Kindle. But if not, I mean it's like $8. You can get it on Amazon probably for $8. Get this fucking book. Read this book. Stop reading the other books for a minute. Go on this emotional ride. I guarantee you this is if you thought if he had been with me was emotional, that was nothing compared to this. Like this is an emotional book. That was shit to me. This is a fucking emotional book. This story will get you just the way it was told is fucking amazing. Her being a ghost and having to deal with that, like it's a ride. It's a ride. Go for it. Jump on this book. Go for it. It's written by Suzanne Redfern. Like I said, from what I looked it up, it is loosely based on a true story. Obviously, because if you know the girl's telling the story why she's dead, how true can that be? Um, but loosely based on a true story. So read this fucking book. I promise you, it's a 5-star book. I promise you. If you've ever took my advice, all the books that I've gave you guys advice on, take my advice on this one. Trust me. Peace.